I'm just sitting here. I got time.
Don't scare them. People won't go to. Hello everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about Ebru's first trip to India and our first trip as a couple to India. So we're going to talk about all the challenges. So you subscribe to the channel. India as a foreigner, when you go to India, you need to make sure you get few things done beforehand.
We got married in May 2017. We couldn't go to India to meet his family straight away. We booked our tickets and everything. The visa application process was a bit complicated. I think the website we were using was not user-friendly.
Two ways you can apply visa. One, you can go on the government website and do it. It's only $75 when we applied in 2018. Things might have changed now. The second option, you can go through an agent. They may charge you more, but the process will be simple. So I think you need to see which one is easier for you.
I was scared because I've never been to India. Like, I visit my parents' country, like to Turkey. I'm always sick the first few days. Like the first week is always not really a good experience for me. So going to India for the first time, like all of his friends, they were all telling me, you're going to get sick, just be prepared. So I wanted to prepare myself. Food related illnesses, I guess. Malaria is very
common.
It's very common there, and made sure I packed mosquito sprays, and I had to get prepare myself. I got my vaccination done for malaria. And also typhoid vaccination, just in case, like if you drink something like the tap water and you get sick. And I also had to buy some tummy medication as well, but just in case you get the runs, I bought electrolyte tablets as well. And it's good just as a precaution. It's just like, you know that you might accidentally eat something you're not aware that, like for example, salads or things like that. So you need to, you don't know if they washed it with the tap water, because it's important to drink bottled water if you know that your body's not going to handle the tap water to the country you're going to. So I think it's important to have bottled water if you can. So I was prepared. So that's why I was scared, but it was also exciting because I always wanted to visit India. And what a great way that my husband's Indian and you know, he can show me and be my own personal tour guide basically.
Sure, the first thing is your visa sorted. There's an on-arrival visa as well when you get to India, but don't do on-arrival visa because it has got a lot of issues. People, you know, get stuck in India by completing this on-arrival visa. So get the visa sorted before you fly to India. Second, get your vaccinations done. Third thing, you need to make sure carry a fan or maybe even a mask, because she had problem with the pollution.
So I've got allergic asthma, so I get breathing difficulty if there's a lot of dust around, too much smoke around. I had to bring my asthma pump along with me everywhere. And
I want Ebru to talk about her experience when she landed in India. Her first experience, like when she landed, how she felt, what she thought about India before, I know just the first impression, and what when she landed, what she thought about it. So do you want to give your experience, first thing?
We landed in Mumbai.
Yeah.
And we were waiting to catch our domestic flight to Surat. So we were there in Mumbai for a few hours.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I got a bit of motion sickness in the airplane, so I was kind of half out of it. But Mumbai airport, the international airport, was really modern. And then once we went into the domestic airport, it's like, oh, okay, it's so small and it's not,
so different.
It's so different compared to the international airport. I think in most countries, it's
It's
always the
like-
same. They don't
it's
really
same.
care about the domestic airports.
Yeah, that's the other thing, guys. If you are catching a domestic flight, the airports are separate. They're almost like 5 kilometers away.
They dropped us.
Yeah, so you need to be prepared for that. Sometimes there are buses going from international airport to domestic airport. You need to make sure you inquire inside. Don't just get outside. Once you get out, then you have to catch a taxi. So make sure you guys do that if you're traveling for first time in Mumbai.
From leaving from the international airport to the domestic airport, it was just a bit of a culture shock, because it's like, wow, so many people and the traffic is so crazy, and obviously, you know, at the airport it will be busy, but I think Mumbai in general is just always busy.
It is. And the first thing is, as soon as we got out of the airport, I felt like having tea because I miss Indian tea. So I think we had the tea. Can you just tell the viewers about your experience at the immigration?
Very thorough with whatever you put in your visa forms. Wanted to make sure that I was actually married to Ravi as well. They asked me a few times, I think, like, why are you here?
Make sure you get everything printed. Don't leave it on the phone, because they would like to check where you're going, where where you're going to stay, and then what are you here for. So try to get everything printed. Even your visa, just get it printed, get it ready. There are two reasons. One, if your phone battery is dead, and the second reason is they like to see the paperwork instead of phone. So best thing is make sure you print it out. We caught the domestic flight from Mumbai to Surat.
We reached Surat in the evening.
Yeah. Surat airport is very small. It's a domestic airport. So once you get out of it, people are waiting just outside. So yeah, our family picked us up from there, and then my parents' house is just like 10 minutes drive from the airport.
Before we entered the house, your mom did like a little welcome ceremony.
Yeah. So basically, she was.
I wasn't sure because she had rice in a bowl, and they were telling me kick it. I'm like, what? I'm like, why do you want me to kick that? I didn't know, but then they're just like, oh, just like tip it over with your foot. I was like, oh, okay. What does that actually mean though? Like to tip the rice?
I honestly don't know. But yeah, it's just it's a thing where a new bride coming to the home,
okay.
She needs
Just
to do that.
Next 3 days, like the house was buzzing, like it was full of people. I was amazed at how your parents were able to accommodate so many people. Everyone was just like sleeping, next to each other, like on the ground, side by side. We had the henna night.
Yep.
The night before the wedding ceremony, and that was really interesting as well. Like it was really nice how all the females gathered together, and which it was surprising they had men come to do the henna. The henna for the females. So that was interesting. I was expecting, okay, usually henna nights for females, and you would get maybe some females to come and do the henna on the arm. Like they do the full arm and the leg, like up to the knee. They did on my feet. Like I have a picture of that as well.
Yeah.
And they did everyone's arms, and like they were so fast as well. Like and they do all these intricate patterns, and it was just amazing how fast they were doing all these designs. And your mum gave me this really nice red, like a silk sari, and I wore that for the henna night. Went out shopping that day that we were gonna have the henna night.
Yeah.
Going from one shop to another shop, and like how crazy and busy the traffic is, and like in India, when you're crossing the road, if you hesitate for like a split second, you will get hit. you will get hit by a car or a motor vehicle or a tuk-tuk or whatever it is. Somehow that traffic will flow around you, like it just flows. We had a bit of an accident. I'm holding him, and then the traffic is coming from his direction, and we were walking, and his sister and the brother-in-law, like they were in front of us.
Yeah.
They just went like without no stopping, hesitation, nothing. But because we stopped for a split second, and there was an old guy on a motorbike, and he couldn't like quickly act. So because we stopped suddenly, and so he couldn't swerve around us. So he tried to swerve, but like he didn't full hit us, but he did swerve, but we still got like kind of like scraped with the motorbike. After that, like I got a bit of pain in my left knee, and I was kind of limping. Everyone was safe. Like,
that guy was quite nice. He said, "Oh, that's fine. I'm okay. You guys can continue." So that was good. So yeah, so that was your experience with the accident. So that was her third experience. And now moving on to the wedding.
So his sisters, they picked out my dress for the day.
Yeah.
Some jewelry. A few days before that, like we went to the jewelry shop in India. The jewelry shops there are big, like they're huge, and so many staff. And
in India, you can do everything last minute. Within 1 week, my sister and brother-in-law, they all got the reception hall booked. They got the caterers ready. They started inviting people, like, you know, within a week, or not even with some people. They were just inviting day before the wedding. And people still came, so which is amazing. Here in Australia, it's not possible. You need to plan at least 1 year or minimum 6 months before.
So the venue booked was like an outdoor venue, and it was obviously the weather's nice there, even in the evenings. It's not like Melbourne. Melbourne's like so cold in the evening. He saw me and he was like, "Oh wow, you look like proper like South Indian style bride." I met a lot of your family there, with family, friends. Like hard to remember the names, but they were all such lovely people, and like everyone I met, they're so welcoming and so friendly, and like even the hospitality as well. I think towards the end of the reception, family was left to the end to go and eat, but they set up like a big table in the open area, literally like serving us food. And there was so much food. Like I'm just being placed one dish in front of me. I was like, "Oh, what is this?" And I was just like, "Oh, this is nice." I'm like tasting a bit of everything. You don't even get to finish it. They're like literally waiting to give you the next food. Like, okay, you're done. Get the next one. But that was an interesting experience, because it's you know, like being like attended to with that service. It's like you don't get to see that here at all. Like,
so let me ask you this: what was your shopping experience? And you always wanted to go in a tuk-tuk, right? Which is a rickshaw in India. So can you tell everyone, like, you know, how was your shopping experience? Like, how did you find it? And second, how was your tuk-tuk experience?
The tuk-tuk experience, like, like, I mean, you see them in the movies, like, you're just like, oh, they look so cute and fun. We're waiting for our tuk-tuk. There's an app, like Uber. How much is the price of the tuk-tuk?
50 cents.
50 cents for a ride, and you get free Wi-Fi. Alright.
Some water, man.
Yeah, they're fun to go on. I think they're perfect for squeezing through traffic and everything, because they know how to get around.
And it's the cheapest mode of transport in India.
Shopping experience, I mean, shopping is always fun, but like the shopping is very similar to how shopping is in Turkey as well. There's a lot of you can haggle for the price, and you can get him at a discount if you're good with, like, his sisters were on next level with that. His sisters are really good with that. Like, it was fun just all together. I think your auntie is good with shopping as well, and
it was a different experience.
It was a different experience. Like being a tourist in a country you don't know, you might go somewhere, I don't know, like you might order something simple just as like fruit or salad or something, and you don't realize, oh, they might have used tap water to wash the food. Like, he had to actually like point out things to me, like, don't get ice in your drink, and I was like, oh, okay, like I'm not thinking straight. And in regards to street food, I mean, everyone's body is different. If you can handle it, then go for it.
Then it's the best experience.
Over there, if you tell them like mild for them is like super spicy for me. I mean, we don't eat much chili here, so I think his taste buds have changed. So even for him, he was really struggling with the spice level at times as well.
That was her entire experience, like, you know, in India. But there's one more last experience. So from Surat we went to Mumbai. As soon as we entered the Mumbai, oh my god, it was so busy. The last leg of our journey, I think it was a really good experience for us, staying in this hotel. As soon as we arrived, everything was looked after. The hotel was so good. They took our bags.
It's a really nice hotel.
Yeah, it was a great experience for her too, because she has worked in a 5-star hotel as well. I worked in 5-star hotel in New Zealand and Australia, but having that experience, like that different experience, it was at the next level. Do you want to talk about it, like how it went and what you experienced?
Look, it was just, the overall thing was just relaxing, but really nice hotel, and they've got the massive buffet going on. So half of the buffet was like Indian cuisine, and then there's some Western cuisine. So they cater a bit for everyone because they know that they get a lot of tourists there, and the food was amazing. The buffet breakfast in the morning was, I think, your favorite, I guess. He goes crazy with breakfast. There's actually restaurants inside the hotel. There's bars. There's lounges. There's shopping even, like there's food shops. Our first trip to India was basically just to meet family
and then do our second wedding
and have our second wedding there. We did more traveling on our second visit there, which we'll do in another video. But overall, I've been to India 3 times now. More than I think I've been to Turkey. Because
it was her first time, I wanted to make sure, like, you know, she's comfortable.
It's important to prepare yourself as well, and if planning to travel to India, like if you know someone that's been to India, or if you know someone in India, I would suggest, you know, reach out and contact them. So like if you have someone that knows everything there, so they can kind of help you out in a way, food wise, like where is it safe to eat.
So that was her story, her first experience, and then, you know, she had second and third experience as well, which will bring the video for that.
But did you enjoy going to India first time as a couple?
Oh no, definitely. I enjoyed
or were you like, oh my gosh, it's a pain in the ass?
No. I enjoyed a lot because I wanted to show my place where I was born and my city, and then things I used to do out there, although it's been a very long time. So I just wanted to show my culture, my side of things, so which I'm like really proud of. And so guys, we're going to end this video here. Hope you guys like the video today. You know, we just talk about our first experience.
The overall experience was really fun, getting to meet all his family and relatives and friends, getting to see the city where he grew up, where he went to school, and all the trouble he got into. But a lot of our culture is very similar in some senses. The main culture shock for me was the amount of people, the traffic. It's like chaotic there. Everyone's like rush. Take him to Turkey, he would find the same similarities.
So thanks for watching today's video, guys. I hope you liked this video. Please make sure like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.